Mira, you're sitting and recall a brief moment of a life lesson. Before you stands an older Brenneri. Perfection is the key to many things, and as Abadar expects nothing less than perfection of you, Mara, you must consider all things, each moment, each decision, weighed carefully before taking a risk. He drones on and on, as you are far and away in your own mind, thinking about the teachings of Talavet, telling stories of community, the intertwining power of working as a whole, self-reliant, but part of something bigger. And his teachings show that we must be shrewd and careful with our holdings. What we share to others may help them, but will it help as much as they may help us? But does not Hylax... Sorry, go ahead.
Just going, yes, I see, of course.
But does not Hylax teach that there should be diplomatic relationships between everyone? Why would one hoard what is useful to others now, on the off chance that it'll be useful to us later on? Doesn't Waden teach that exploration and risk are worthwhile? What is a life spent in surety and calculation when you could explore and learn for yourself? Fingers snap right next to your ear, drawing you back to your lecture. Mira, please pay attention. Abadar does not reward time squandered by malcontented musings.
Yes, sorry, sir. I've just been... I've got... Well, I wouldn't call them doubts. More theories? Perhaps you'd like to hear about it. I was speaking to a priest of Yaresa not long ago, and I think that their teachings aren't as incompatible with those of Abadar as I've been led to believe. And if I'm right, then there's an entire connection between every member of the Pantheon that goes far deeper than dogma. And isn't that wonderful?
He scratches at his chin a little bit. You may provide a 12,300-word, 72-page thesis on this idea. Until then, no more musings.
Writing down 12,372 pages.
And welcome back, everyone, to another adventure aboard the SRS Polaris.
Woo! Woo!
Where our intrepid crew just found a new friend, hopefully, as alarms blare. What? What do you got to say, Cam?
Nothing. They have my baby photos, and I don't like that.
So, as alarms blare, the person in front of you pops out of one of the cabinets, shouting, "Hey, Allie, activate Red Alert Protocol!" And ceiling lights turn on and off as a klaxon sounds and red spotlights flash to highlight the crew. Steam bursts from a pipe to fill the room, obscuring your vision.
Oh, these fuckers.
Are we under attack? I ready my weapon.
Hello? Sir, Madam, or Various?
We are not hostile, but if you continue these actions, we will be.
Okay.
This is what we get for trying to save everyone.
Sir, I guess. My name's Olin. Promise you're not going to kill me.
We are attempting to do exactly the opposite.
Yes, we are. We're looking for as many survivors as we can, so that we can all get out of here alive.
All right, and the steam will recede as you hear tapping on a small handheld computer, and can see Olin, standing in the room.
What
Still-
species is Olin?
Olin is a human.
Duty.
Hey.
He's just a who-man.
What was that, bud? You shouted out something's name, and then everything went red, and...
Yeah, so I kind of, I made some changes to the ship's AI in my room, because I wanted it to do better things. And, I mean, you're
and
not
one of
going to
those
tell me what
things was
important,
turn
so...
the red light on and just, make noises and steam.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a song, you don't have to turn on the red light, so I figured turning on the red light must be scary to some people, right?
I maybe? Does anyone here see infrared? Is that a thing? I'm confused now.
I believe the moral of that particular parable has been lost in translation.
Well, it's as long as nobody's here to hurt me. Is there anything do you want some food?
Yarlin puts down the sniper rifle and heads in.
Food, you say?
Yeah, and we'll go over to one of the cabinets and open it, and you can see that what is normally someone's clothing closet has been heavily modified to serve as a refrigerator and food replication device.
I am famished.
Kai is going to move so they are against the wall and kind of behind the door so they can't really be seen, and then are going to not so subtly use their holographic interface to just try to check out this individual's computer.
Oh my gosh, they
Okay.
got the burning heat toe cheese.
So as you're exploring around, it takes you a minute of focused work to find this section of the ship. Although you can see it on the blueprints, it appears to be entirely cut off from the majority of the ship's computer, producing its own power, producing its own food, even producing its own water.
You're pretty bright, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't do a lot else, but computers are, woo, it's just there.
This is very impressive. And Kai will turn to Lati. If we are able to block off the vents, this may be a good place to house the survivors.
Interesting. I don't see why not.
You want to bring people in here?
Just temporarily until we can procure our passage off of this station to someplace more.
Thus
safe.
far, there is only one other non-infected survivor, and we'll motion to our new Yosoki friend.
We don't know
And-
if they are infected. We know they aren't goopy yet.
They aren't goopy yet.
But I
And
feel
Geleth
that-
will...
If they can
Yeah.
do the same thing they did here to the medbay, the medbay would be a better stronghold than here.
It is true that having two separate locations will make it more difficult to arrange transport for everyone.
The medbay also has a very large vent, and I am unsure we could properly secure it.
Yarlin's digging through some snacks and is going to look up and be like,
Hey, can you electrify your door?
I mean, I guess, there's power to it. I don't see why that'd be a problem.
And could you electrify other things in here?
I mean, yeah, and you feel a small jolt run up your leg.
Okay. I get it. Thank you. I think this might be an easier place.
You may wish
Right.
to change the soundtrack from the red light to Electric Boogaloo.
Part 2. That's a good one.
I like those jokes better, Kai. Instead of pressing buttons.
The pressing button.
I have learned the dangers of that particular prank.
Well, I'm liking this idea more and more. Once the cure is developed in the medical bay, we can have everyone rendezvous here before we make our way to the ship.
While I am still in the hall and out of sight, can I just do a scan and see? We knew at one point there were potentially 6 survivors. We've now found 3. Are those other three still?
And I will ask this person as well the same question. Do you know if there are any other survivors on board? Where we might find them?
There were some, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really do people, so people are complicated and they have all these weird ideas, and computers are just 1, 2, 3 and solid, and it's not gonna go anywhere, it's not gonna change, it's not gonna run out of the room screaming when they find out that you're eating crumbs in bed.
Well, do your computers say anything about whether there are any survivors?
And he'll tap into his datapad quick.
Kai
It says
around
right
the
now
corner.
that there are 3 survivors. Well, 3 intact survivors. Do you want to know the others?
Their location might actually give us a tactical advantage, so yes.
And the number of them. Kai also leans around the corner when he starts talking about computers versus people and is just looking at him with like awe and respect.
There are currently 92 life forms that detect as living or some consummate practice of living, in that they are not dead and still moving. A few of them, 89, no, 85, they're getting sucked out the docking bay, but that should be fine.
Can those things survive outside?
It's very cold in space.
From what I know of the living apocalypse, can they like go dormant and reactivate?
Yes.
Hmm.
Especially since
that actually means they are spreading.
In their mercurial form, they solidify and are protected until they are exposed to enough heat to move again.
They might fly into a sun.
Yeah.
We can't really take that chance.
The odds of that are extremely low. And they start rattling off the 0.000 percentages of that happening.
Yeah,
and
even
you get
if
the
one makes it
competition
out.
as Olin tries to beat you to the ending calculation.
Oh no, now there's 2 of them.
Wait. I need one of the more smart people to help me out here for a second.
This is gonna be fun.
Geleth is pretty good at fixing ships, and our ship, it fell, right?
Yeah, and Geleth perks up. He's like, they're like, what do you mean you don't have a ship to leave on? What the hell did you do?
Whoa. Hey, you're going to need you to back up there, Geleth. I know it's been a while. It wasn't me this time. I swear. I did my best. I did my job.
Aren't you the one responsible for the maintenance on this station?
I mean, yeah, the station's still holding together, isn't it?
Well, apparently the docking clamps didn't.
Listen, that's next week's work order. I mean, I guess
yes.
I guess it's today's work order. It's not my fault somebody knocked me out.
Oh, okay.
But we do have a ship. It's just on the floor of the docking bay.
Kai is just going to look at him for a very long moment, head cocked, and then say, for one who admires computers so much, you react in a very organic manner to things. I will turn and walk back into the hall.
So, I just think we should probably get started on the ship thing, right? We don't want to be here longer than necessary with the mercury mushrooms.
We should find a way to close the door.
From the hall, Kai will call in. We have 2 people in this quadrant who were knocked out. Please interrogate them about how this happened. And they are going to try and look around the hall to... there's like blood splatters. They're going to try to figure out what happened in this hall because organics are weird, but facts are a thing. And then also, how likely is it that we can completely block off this vent?
Okay, and to clarify, the knockout and ranting about being on the schedule was Geleth, not Olin.
Yes. But the...
Olin wasn't knocked out.
Olin
okay,
has hidden in this room and maintained his own life support.
I thought he just said that he was knocked out. So will you please interrogate your friend about being knocked out?
Yeah.
I
got
mean...
it. Oh,
and
yeah, this is my friend.
As you turn around, you see Geleth's suit lock in place as Olin taps away. He won't move now, so you can ask him whatever you want, and he can't run away from you.
That was not a concern.
Real quick, Olin, can you electrify the vent? Or the fan in there, or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
You're not sounding super confident, and I'd like something a little bit more, nailed down, as it were.
So I need Mira and Kai to make reflex saves for me. And I'm going to make one for Geleth at disadvantage.
Good.
That is a 22.
19.
Okay. So you're both fine. As the vent electrifies, you hear the fan speed up and start to kick out more and more of this cooled air. And Mira and Kai, you're both able to duck down out of the way as you watch Geleth get slammed in the chest with this hunk of frozen mercury.
Oh.
It's just, and Olin continues, like, it's not that I can't electrify it, but, they're moving around in there, and if you electrify it, it's just going to give it more power, and then you have the cool air coming in, and you're just making, like, a little cannon. I can do what you want me to do, I don't know if it was a good idea.
You are muted.
Actually, that sounds super cool. Keep doing that. I like my chances of not getting hit by them, so it's okay with me.
Hey, Geffen, you good? How are you feeling, buddy?
Yeah. Their name's Geleth.
Geleth, excuse me.
You're good.
Can I have my suit back, please?
Well, first, we have some questions. So bear with us. First, what were you doing unconscious in that room? How did you get there?
That's a wonderful question.
You don't know?
Nope. I came in down in the maintenance hatch. I came in through the trash airlock. Everything was fine. The door's shut. And then I woke up to you knocking on the door.
Was the room bloodied when you walked into the room?
I didn't walk into the room. It was bloodied when you woke me up.
Yeah, he came through the ventilation system. He didn't get there through the door.
Oh,
Were you wearing that suit when you... Like, the last thing you remember, were you wearing the same suit?
Yeah, I just got in from doing some external repairs. We have to keep patching up bits of the ship from when little asteroids make dents and can't have any breaches.
Are there any holes in the suit, or blood on the hands?
Nope. It looks...
Okay. I think we can safely say it's not Geleth's blood.
No, my concern is, like, if there was someone else in the room with them who probably pulled them in or whatever, and that person owned that blood, why was he spared? How was he not killed or taken by the goop? Doesn't make much sense. My guess is that they couldn't get through the suit fast enough.
Kai, what do you think?
Can I do some kind of CSI investigation roll on this hallway? Is there any story
Enhance.
being told here?
Go ahead and make a computers check for me. Because I feel like Kai with CSI through cameras and temperature readings and ship logs.
Well, that is that is a fortunate thing for me to roll, because that is a 32.
A 32. You begin piecing together this series of events, starting with the triggering of the trash door, and find yourself slightly boosted by your access to Olin's room and this converted ship's AI that does not have the restraints that the normal ship has. As it starts feeding you footage, you see the trash door shut. You see a two-headed figure smack Geleth in the back of the head, and his body hits the ground. A heat signature registers from the maintenance hall where the creature shrieked at you. And you see the two-headed figure on the camera from the trash doors launched as a hammer smashes into their chest. And the captain picks up Geleth and recedes. And you can trace the eventual path of the captain depositing Geleth into this room. As time passes, I don't believe you have encountered him yet, but there is enough visual clues on his uniform to identify CMO Goodall, who comes to check on Geleth and becomes frustrated at his inability to open the exosuit, as one of his hands is more goo than it should be. And he punches the floor. Yes. He punches the floor and uses his goo hand to write in blood, "We are one."
Well, I have good news, and I have bad news. The good news is your captain is a brave individual who does indeed protect her crew. Bad news is she is now deceased.
Why are you smiling? That's not a bad news face.
That's what they do. You get used to it.
I am told this is a comforting expression for organics.
Yarlin, did you tell them that?
Well, it's a work in progress, okay?
We are
Absalom wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, we're a very particular group of people. But the good thing is you don't seem to be contaminated as of now.
Your suit protected you. Liam Goodall came to find you and could not get in through your helmet. They are the one who wrote, "We are all one," on the door. Or on the wall.
Well, that's not good.
Whoa.
I'm glad I'm safe, but this is a confusing conversation. Your face is... I don't know how to feel.
Look, it's good that you are not good at the moment. It's good that both of you are not good at the moment. But the more time we spend here, the the bigger the chance that you turn into goo. So we need to figure this out. Are we bringing them back to the med bay with us to see if the cure is ready, or are we gonna leave them here while we go and then come back and just hope they don't die?
And I think they should stay with us. There's safety in numbers.
So this space
Well-
has been fortified at great expense. I believe we should offer them the choice.
I think there's a slight order of operations problem. We should probably get the ship working. Unless you want to fight 84 of them.
We do need to wait until the cure is developed. We might as well use that time. As long as the ship isn't in disrepair still. Are there any more emergencies for us to deal with?
Can I just ping back to the med bay and just check on the status bar? Status bars always lie, but can I just check on the status bar of that cure?
The status bar is at 97%.
It could be 3 minutes. It could be 3 days.
Well, it's been about, 40 minutes, and it's been 90%, so I guess it should be soon. But, if Kai, you said they could probably get in through the vent, do you think that, and if they seem to be monitoring us in some way, do you think it's a good idea to not be there protecting the thing that could probably save the remaining lives? Is that room safe enough?
Quick verification from the voice in the sky.
Okay.
Kay, the player, feels like these things are not intelligent enough to coordinate an attack against a cure, especially if they don't necessarily know it's happening. Would I actually know that, or is that just would an android come to that conclusion with the information?
The experiences that you've had, although they are not intelligent on their own, they are directed by somebody that you know to be highly volatile, but incredibly intelligent.
And who has tried to hack you and seems to have some knowledge of the ship's controls.
Like, is actively still attempting to hack you.
Yes. Ping, ping, ping. I do believe that they want us to be away from the medbay. Disrupting our ship and blowing a hole in the station will certainly lure us that direction.
Let's gather everything we need to leave, and then let's go to the hangar. That is my vote.
Yarlin stuffs jerky and chips and all sorts of snacks into his pockets.
Not what I meant, but fair enough.
And
Look, we all prepared our
chime in.
way.
Do you all have the weapons that you need to do this?
I could certainly do with an upgrade, if you have some.
I don't have any here, but we do have a weapons fabrication unit.
Where is that
Yarlin's eyes
located?
go big. Yeah.
Your weapon is already overpowered enough.
No. It could be bigger. It's only my size. It could be bigger than me.
I could use the
It's-
captain's armor too.
Okay, it sounds like we got most of a plan here. The first step is what? Go get the ship, get Geleth working on that, get them working on it. And then we mosey on over to the weapons
I
fabricator.
think that's the last ship. We can't protect Geleth while he's working on it if we are out running other errands.
I would also like to point out that the longer there is a breach in the hull, the more of these creatures are being ejected into space, where they can spread this disease.
Okay. Patch hole. Get everyone to medbay, then patch hole?
But we need them to patch that hole.
As much as I am eager to return to the medbay, I do not see much purpose in returning until the cure has been found.
Oh, so we just shove Galeth in here with Olin and lock the door?
How about we bring Olin to the medbay to see if they can seal it the same way they did here? They're good with computers, there's a few ones there, and we go out and try to fix the hole with Galen.
This guy is still pinging me pretty consistently. Is it still kind of coming from all over the ship, but mostly one area?
Yes, so it is essentially every computer, except for the computers within this crew bunk, is sending you a ping as an attempt to distort his location.
Right.
He is currently within the engine room.
How close is the weapons replication facility to the engine room?
I mean, opposite corners of the ship, really. If you go out here and drop down the maintenance hatch, it's the first door on your left.
Is there anything of note, importance, or great power within the engine's room?
Wasn't that the room where the big thing was?
Yeah, it is.
So there is a big goop, a big hefty goop in front of that room. We came through there.
Do you want there to not be a big goop?
Can we check if the big goop is still there?
Are you capable of stopping these creatures?
I mean, no, but there's a
big ass
airlock that'll open.
Case.
What? I wouldn't offer without having a calculated reason for it. You just open all 3 doors of the airlock and it'll freeze in place or be sucked into space momentarily.
I can do this.
And then Yarlin goes invisible.
Kai looks left.
Interesting.
Looks right.
Okay. But still, even if you're invisible, you would have to go there and stay there while the thing replicates any guns. And that... No. I don't think it's a good idea that you go in
opposite
alone.
Side from the engine room.
I agree with Black Scale.
Yes.
We should not split up. It's too dangerous.
No, yeah. It's opposite, it's opposite from the engine room, but the big goop, the big goop in the alley that we found at the beginning of our entry, that's where the room is. That's where the weapons are.
How long does it take the fabricator to work?
It depends on what you're trying to make, I guess. Is there anything in particular you'd be looking for?
A bigger gun.
A bigger gun. Well, I mean...
No, but seriously, like, if anybody has stuff they want, like, we can just shelve that for now for shopping in between, like, and just go deal with the engine. But I can now
so
effectively go invisible.
Okay. Olin will let you know that so the printer has enough supplies to make one item, and it could take about an hour, but I can absolutely secure the location. Above board, you can create one item of 7th level or lower.
Nice.
Can we place the order from here? Does it have online ordering?
And then just go and pick it up.
No.
Are there any delivery
There are some other
drones
weapons
still
in
active?
there.
There are some other
No, we
weapons
shut
in
that
there.
down
Okay.
so that there was, and just glares at Geleth. There was an accident.
Okay, so our options are trying to secure the medbay as our base, or having this room as our base, fix a hole, pick up some weapons next to the big goop, What
I would
else?
like to better equip. However, I do not wish to risk ejecting that creature into space.
Okay, so
It caught us by surprise last time, but if we're prepared for it, I think we could take it.
yeah, maybe.
I have acquired a few tricks and will not need to climb a ladder.
Also, they said that they could freeze them. So how about we leave these two here or in the med bay. I would like to secure the med bay as our stronghold if they can. But we drop them in a safe place. We ask them to freeze the goop and we do our best. That's all we can do at this point. Or
I'm sorry.
try to close the hole. Those are our two first options.
I'm sorry. My brain is not that of an android. What's our human's friend's name again?
Olin.
Olin is the human,
Thank you.
Geleth is the Isoki.
Kai will look at Olin. How long did it take you to reprogram the computer's AI in this room?
About 2 days.
Oh. Disappointing.
That was just the initial program. I have it, and he pulls out a small portable memory drive. Like, if you get me to a terminal, we can take over and upgrade the AI.
I think you would be a wonderful guard for the medical bay, where we are developing a cure that will save the galaxy.
Define guard. I am very squishy, and I may not care for organics, but I care about this organic.
I am more referring to your AI.
Basically, we need you to secure the med bay. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out beyond us.
A purely technical
Pretty sure I can
obligation.
do that.
And again, don't let anything in if it's not us. And if you and Galeth can figure out how to plug the hole where we're out, that would be awesome.
Okay. Let me just... And he will tap into his data pad. Like, you seem like the most reasonable, and walks over to you, Kai. And says, if you want, and you can see a small program running that will essentially provide you the same security level access as the captain of the ship.
Alright.
Oh, yes, please.
And just a couple taps, and you hear, "Greetings, Captain, Captain, name
You may call
defaulted.
me
Greetings,
Kai."
Captain." Captain Kai.
You are perhaps the most enjoyable human I have ever met.
I'll
Thank
start
you.
the wedding preparations.
That is not what I was implying, Latte.
It was a joke, Kai, but we
Oh.
should get moving.
Yes. And Kai will just play the wedding song as they start walking.
I was like, it was possible, or
Just opens the mouth, speaker comes out.
no god.
All right.
Okay,
So,
let's
are we
do
going
this.
to the med bay?
I believe back to the med bay, and Kai is going to do their best to give, to download, Holden on the weaknesses of these creatures so that he can best secure the med bay.
Okay. Good to know.
So electricity, the cold he already knows, but like how to secure the place so that they cannot get in. Because heck those things. Heck them right to heck.
things.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Same.
Backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking. I'll go in front. I will be checking the vents.
Please avoid the piles of debris.
Yeah, I'll be
Please
checking the
avoid
vents,
piles
making
of
sure that nothing is coming through the ceiling, through the vents.
Kai is going to stay
Uh-oh.
very close behind Blackscale. Just in case. What I think is just about to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody gets moved back.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Let me get your new friends with you.
And then we'll get to meet our other new friends.
More
These
new
fuckers.
friends.
Your new
Oh,
best
the
friend.
friends?
Your new best friend.
I hope
These
they're
fuckers.
squishy.
Do you actually hope they're squishy? Because I feel
Yes.
like that's not true.
If they're squishy, that means they die easily, Matt. Come on.
I mean,
I
I'll
feel
take
they might be
solid as
rather
well,
mercu-
because solid ones are frozen, right?
I feel like they might be rather mercurial in nature.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yes, down the side hallway, you see a figure walking around with a scalpel in one hand and a medical scanner in the other. Their right arm turned almost completely to ooze.
Things
Hello,
are
good old.
getting worse.
You know me.
I know what you used to be.
And you see a twitch as the right half of his face begins speaking. It appears that this one's call has actually reached someone. And Goodall stands struggling for a moment. An internal war of control.
This is actually rather tragic.
Which hallway are they down?
They
Yeah, I see
are
them.
right here.
Okay.
Oh, so we're way past them.
And I didn't see
I'm
them when I came
not.
through.
You did.
Wait.
I
Okay.
had everyone selected, so I couldn't move everybody back that far.
Okay.
Or it
Gotcha.
would have put
Okay,
some of you
alright.
like into
Gotcha.
space.
So,
So we'll be
As-
here.
yeah, as Lottie comes around the corner, I'm going to take up position next to Blackscale.
Okay.
And let's see. I need to do a quick measurement.
Yeah.
All right. I want to get within 20 feet of this person.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah. At the moment, he appears to be walking around and scanning himself. And the air quality versus the contents of his body when he is in
Okay.
control.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
Kai-
can see the condition that they're in, and I'm anticipating danger. And
Okay.
I'm readying an action should they become violent.
Okay.
Kai is lifting a hand and is going to simply say, "Do not come any closer. Please."
I believe I can manage. And you see like the half step forward, but a full step back.
And if he steps forward again, Kai is going to cast a spell. Not at
Okay.
him, but is casting a spell if he steps forward again.
Lottie looks back and says, "We should get our friends to the place that we were intending to bring them. Can someone maybe stay here with me while we talk with our new friend here?"
I should very much like to study our new friend.
We won't be long. Be right behind you.
I will say I don't trust this thing. But if Mara could guide our friends back there and scream if something bad happens, I would appreciate it.
I'll go with Mira. I'm pretty quick. I can get back fast.
Yeah, I'll keep them safe.
And yeah, Kai is going to go through all of the, start going through their holovisor is going off, and they're going to start going through all of the medbay data that they have on him and comparing this progression.
Okay. So Mira and Yarlin are escorting Geleth and Olin.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Split the party. This is great.
Split the party.
We're not that split. You know, it's just down the hall.
As you head towards the med bay, you can see that the door is still electrified, and Olin can disable it enough to get into the room. The door opens as Kai is scanning CMO Goodall, and you can see advanced levels of degradation. Like, his last report was about half of his right hand. It is now the majority of the right side of his body. And including clothes and weapons. And
so
he
it
says,
integrates
"This
all
is
of you, not just your biology." They say without any preamble.
It integrates a great many things, and we just wish to be friends." And that's where we're going to take a brief ad break. As always, ads don't really do anything for us, but they do allow folks to join us ad-free, and we swap over to our Be Right Back screen to make sure that you don't miss out on any of this wonderful storytelling. So we'll see everybody back here in just a couple minutes.
And then we have French, which is the middle between English and Spanish.
Wazoo. Hello, bird.
Wazo.
Aww.
All right. The door
Nice.
opens as the four of you can make your way into the med bay.
Zoom! That was very fun to watch.
Okay.
Get out of there.
No.
You can't get in the surgery bay right now.
No.
Remember, you locked somebody in the decontamination center?
And they're waiting.
I don't think we did. I thought the system did.
I mean, yeah.
But
We were kind
told
of
them to go
not
in.
immediately eject her into outer space.
Yeah.
So
We refuse to flush them out, so they are stuck there.
we are heroes.
Exactly.
You are heroes, maybe?
Yeah.
As Black Scale's like, yeah, hit the red button, do it!
Yarlin must
Yeah.
also hit the red button. Oh, God. So do we safely get them?
I'll get to
Back.
you in a moment.
Okay.
Sit, stay, wait.
That's right. So, as you interact with CMO Goodall... Oh, I'm realizing why I can hear that out loud. It's because my speakers are on. It's an interesting but difficult conversation, as it's almost like you're talking to two people at the same time.
Kai, what is there any chance for this person?
Voice in the sky. What do I think the odds are that a cure might be able to reverse some of this?
His current level of integration does not bode well for a cure being successful. It's possible.
It is not.
You wouldn't bet on it.
It is not beyond reason. However, the integration has expanded. It includes multiple body parts and vital organs. It is not impossible, but it is unlikely.
Goodall, do you worship any gods?
Not particularly. And the
Now
voice
seems a
changes.
good time
There's
to
only
start.
Levi.
Now does seem like a prudent time to start, don't you think?
I make no offering on what I presume is a deathbed. I will go into death as I have lived my life, a scientific man.
Pharasma is the god of death, right? Is it Pharasma?
I believe so,
Correct,
yes.
yes.
Well, Pharasma will take you regardless. Is there any message that you wish me to convey to your loved ones?
And he chuckles a little bit. The closest you're gonna find to a loved one is Dimash, and I hope she's safe. If there's something that can help you, though, and Goodall will start rambling off lists of ingredients.
Kai's visor is just going as they're taking note of all of this.
He provides information that you can, with the incubation chamber in the medical bay, which is unfortunately occupied with a cure at the moment, you can combine various healing items to improve their impact. So there are modified applications of a serum of healing intermixed with analgesics and antibiotics that will provide some of the boons of each and a bump to healing when properly mixed.
Goodall. When we survive this, I plan to dedicate the rest of my existence to studying this. Is there anything scientifically unique that you would be willing to impart upon me, so that we might prevent this from happening to others?
I mean, scientifically unique, yeah. And he takes his scalpel and just cuts off his right hand. And you hear it splat on the floor before it wriggles and sucks back up to reconnect to his wrist, and he just flexes his fingers.
Fascinating. Is it painful?
Not on that hand.
Is the transformation painful itself?
It's odd to describe. Have you ever just shoved your hand in Jell-O and tried to move?
No.
Alright, well, you're an android, so, and turns to Blackscale and Lottie. You ever sit for a while and your leg goes tingly? That's kind of what this and gestures to the right-hand side of his body. I know it's there. I can feel it, and it kind of provides discomfort, but not pain. But it's that sleep numbness that I know isn't going to go away no matter how much I shake the limb.
Do you know who it is you are struggling with for control of your mind?
Yes, Levi was supposed to be one of my brightest students, and he starts stuttering more and more as you see him lose control and rush forwards.
Okay.
Laser net.
Yep.
I believe I have a ready action for this.
Oh, that's
You
right.
both do.
Yeah.
So as soon as he starts to move forward, Lati just kind of spreads out as wide as possible, kind of like an octopus that is like protecting itself from a predator. And then like
Okay.
all of the lights on their body begin to flash and blink. And I'm going to need you to make a will save as I am using my Beguiling Glow ability.
Okay. Is it a stun effect?
No. It is
Okay.
a sense-dependent effect.
Okay. Will, you said?
Yes.
That is a 20.
Okay, they succeeded, so they are not fascinated at all by my amazing light show.
Oh.
Kai very politely looks at Lati and this whole thing as they drop a laser net directly at Lati's fins, and it's going to stretch 20 feet towards them. So I believe they're going to be in the net.
Okay.
I'm dropping it directly in front of Lati, so I think it's the end of the net they're already in the far end of the net. This
Okay.
spell creates a net of dangerous lasers between two solid points. The net can only appear if there are appropriate anchoring surfaces on both ends of the beams, such as two walls and a ceiling. Creatures that move through the laser net must succeed on a reflex saving throw.
Or take 1d6 plus 1 fire damage per 5 feet of laser net they move through. Okay. Well.
And if he tries to move at least 15 feet through, he takes it with a -2 penalty to the saving throw.
You see all form of intelligence leave Goodall's face as the ooze sets in and the eyes lose focus because they don't require sight to function. And he moves forward. You see the lasers in the net singe at the exposed mercurial flesh. Bits of steam puffing off. As there is no lasting impact. And Kai deduces that he is immune to fire damage.
Oh boy.
They
Is
were
that where he's
resistant.
moving?
Inconvenient.
They were resistant.
That is
to
where
poison.
he is moving.
Okay. In that case, I am going to take a reaction to attack because I have 10 feet of reach.
Excellent.
So with my Solarian light sword thingy, I will take an attack here. I can remember
Soul
how
is
to
so
do that.
offended by Solarian light sword thingy. Like, there is a character inside me that is furious at you right now. They are not here, but it doesn't matter.
Look, this weapon, it's so uncivilized. I don't use it unless I have to. No, roll it. There we go. Oh, apparently the other one did roll. I guess I'll take the first one, because I only accidentally rolled the second one. So that is a 13 against KAC.
That is a big miss as you swing, and rather than turning like you would think a head would, the upper portion of his torso just rotates to stare at you as your blade glances off his chest, solidified underneath the clothing.
That's a nice trick.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Including the ones in the med bay?
Including the ones in the med bay. Kai does have the ability now to communicate with you as a swift action.
Excellent. The swift action. Hello. He is attacking.
Why is the
Hello,
door
danger.
closed?
That's a 17 for Lati.
19 for Black Scale.
23 for Kai.
Dang.
Mira got a 2.
Ooh.
Yarlin rolled a 9 for a 19.
God damn it, Yarlin.
That's ridiculous.
What?
That's ridiculous.
We were ready for this fight.
Is there anything that Yarling doesn't have like a plus 10 in?
You must have
Fucking
improved
operative.
initiative.
I do have
But-
improved initiative.
I was gonna say, like, there's no other way.
Yeah.
I feel like there's anything that you don't have at least a plus 10 in.
Look,
Bluff,
operatives in Starfinder
culture,
and rogues
diplomacy,
and
disguise, intimidate,
D&D.
life science, medicine,
Okay,
mysticism,
okay.
physical science, and profession.
Okay.
What's your
So
profession?
we have
Or is that the
uh,
one you don't have?
That's the one I don't, yeah.
we have Kai. We have Yarlin.
I'm like, which one is my highest bonus? It's athletics plus, survival plus 11. That's my highest
We have
one.
Lati.
I have, like, 3 good skills.
Same. I have survival, profession, and athletics. That's it.
See, I'm really good at like sense motive and persuasion, but that
My
doesn't help in
survival's at
combat
15
much.
and my sense motive's at 13.
You see? That's ridiculous.
my computers is a 15. And both my
Computers is at
engineering,
11.
life science, and mysticism is 13.
Nice.
I have a 14 in Intimidate, an 11 in Mysticism, and a 10 in Perception and Diplomacy. That's about it. Oh, I got a
don't
10 in
have-
Bluff as well.
I don't have anything as high. Maybe my HP.
There it is.
Yeah.
I don't like that Goodall is immune to fire. That does not make me happy. That does not spark joy.
Like,
Nice.
Stamina 66, health 48.
It's your turn, Kai.
Kai is going to stand there and watch this happen and be very upset because Lati is not supposed to be taking hits like this. So they are simply going to plant their feet, hold out one hand, and they are going to cast Hex Missile because they are not into magic, so it is definitely not Magic Missile that they are casting. But they are going to cast it as a full action. So it is going to hit 3 times.
Okay.
And it is 8 points of force damage, and it simply hits.
8 points of force damage. Alright, let's get his HP updated here.
Latte, please disengage.
What kind of action would it be for Kai to open the door?
You are standing with Olin, who could, in theory, do the same.
Okay.
The bad news is he ties Mira for initiative.
Of course he does.
So, Yarlin, it is your turn.
Yarlin's gonna look at Olin.
Get the door open now!
And then as soon as he takes like more than a second, Yarlin's like,
Fuck it!
and pushes the button to open the door.
Okay. Yarlin, you take 1 point of electric damage.
Son of a bitch!
You specifically informed him to secure this space.
I know. I did not argue at all. Yarlin's hopped up on energy drinks. What do you want from me? And then, well, I already used my move action to push the button. So, yep, that is my turn.
All right. Lottie.
All right. Lottie is going to attune to the energy aspect of their stellar mode. And as I gotta see what I got a new ability, and I gotta see if it's a standard or a move action. As a move action, I'm going to act like you see them take their weapon and coat it with a tentacle, and it becomes electrified as I activate Plasma Sheath. So it now does extra damage, and the damage is now electric. And then I'm going to take a slash at this now insane Mr. Goodall.
Okay.
Nine plus 7, 16 against KAC.
Is not enough to hit.
Wow. Oh, sorry, 9 plus 9. That's an 18 against KAC.
I know these GM tricks. I see what you're... It's still not enough to hit,
I have
though.
the operative property on my weapon, so I get to use my dex instead of my strength.
Nice. Unfortunately, an 18 still misses.
Oh my.
Oh fuck.
I am sad now.
Oh fuck.
That's my turn.
All right. And Goodall will look at you and extend his hand with the surgical blade. And that is a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
For 12 points of slashing damage.
Don't like that.
And he will continue on his path.
Oh.
All right, I will take another reaction as he moves away.
Okay.
Take another attack. Oh, that's much better. That's a 27 against KAC.
A 27 definitely hits. You would cry a little bit if I said no, huh?
I would, on a natural 18.
I would have rage quit.
We would be like, eject, just
Yeah, like
vent the whole
bite.
station.
Bye.
And that is gonna be 16 electricity damage.
Okay.
Those little, there they go. Those D4s were
Yeah,
just
the
dancing on
D4s.
My dice are just
They were like-
spinning.
Yeah, if you roll them on top of a mini, it glitches.
Yeah, they have such a hard time. Alright. Black Scale. I apologize. I
No
totally
worries.
missed you.
I'm gonna try to hit it. See what happens. Oh no, that's not gonna hit. That's like a 15. Sorry, a 17 to hit. It doesn't hit.
Yeah, 17 versus KAC unfortunately misses.
Okay, yep, that's my turn.
Alright, so Olin will pop the door open, and Mira, it is your turn.
Yeah, Mira will make her way down the hall, up the things and down the hall. So that's 23 feet there, and another 7 feet here. Yeah, I guess I can just. You can just take a dash action, right? 85 feet. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is 85 feet away.
Oh, I'll move 30 feet closer.
Okay.
There is a run action. If you're going in a straight line, you can move up to 4 times your speed as a full action.
Oh. Okay, well, in that case, I will, run all the way.
You're going to be flat-footed, though.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I won't do that then.
I mean,
And you can't run across
I'm going to do a
difficult
check next. I'm pretty sure he's coming for me. He's being told to retrieve the android.
Yeah.
And Kai,
Yeah,
it's your
also-
turn.
Yes, I would like to do 2 checks. Number 1, how is he looking? And number 2, he doesn't seem like he is trying to simply run past us. He is trying to acquire me, correct?
He's looking okay. He's not bloodied yet.
Okay.
And the intent is very obvious. He is, although attacking people that he passes, he is as locked as his mush face can be on you.
All right. Then Kai's visor is chicka-chicka-ing with all these statistics and odds, and they say, and they will take a guarded 5-foot step. Maybe? If I... Come on, Kai. Guarded 5-foot step. Facing that away. Come on, Kai. Okay, well, we know which way Kai is facing. And hope this guy doesn't have reach, because Kai is going to cast Baleful Polymorph at the 2nd level.
Oh.
Okay. Before you look anything up, you reach out to cast your spell and feel it fizzle as you are unable to shape the ooze that exists on him. He has ooze immunities, which includes polymorph.
Oh.
It's just rude, man.
This
That's
fucker
rude.
is immune to everything.
It's just rude, man.
No. So does that...
I
2
am
questions that you said
sorry?
before I do anything.
Yes.
Does that take my spell slot? Does that take my turn? Just need to check.
Because it provided you the knowledge, yes. Your spell
Yep.
fails, and you register that he has these immunities.
I'm just going to tilt their head and say, this is very inconvenient. That's... Swift action will communicate to the med bay. Please get everyone inside and secure the room.
Okay. Yarlin.
Yarlin's gonna. Why am I not measuring anymore?
Like the thingy.
Yep, I did.
You're just falling short.
Yarlin's gonna move up the 10 feet and then make a stealth check behind the boxes to attempt a sniper shot against this creature. That's a 19 plus 19 for a 36 or 38.
And it's 10 plus 1.5.
It's 20 plus 1.5.
20 plus 1.5. Yeah, 38 still beats it, though.
Okay. And then I'm going to take my shot. Of course. That'll miss.
All right. So the shot rings out down the hallway.
Oh, wait, sorry, that's against EAC. 15?
15 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
Wouldn't have with
I'm
Bill
feeling a
Polymorph,
little
I'll
guilt
bet.
right now. I'm
Oh, don't
feeling
worry,
a
I got your
small
number.
amount of guilt. And
Okay.
Black Scale, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play it again. I'm gonna try to grapple him since I see them chasing Kai.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. No, it doesn't hit. It's like a 13. Fuck.
You rolled a 13 or 13 total?
No, 13 total.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. There's so much going on here. He is flat-footed, so that would be -2 from the EAC.
He is flat-footed?
Yes, because I succeeded at my stealth.
Okay. And your shot was
EAC for 15.
still a miss.
Okay. Damn.
Damn, that's sturdy.
customer.
Sorry,
That is
buddy.
a very high EAC.
That fucker is sturdy as.
I'm in danger.
I have a couple
Yes.
tricks, but yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, that brings us to Lottie.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to AC very high. I'm going to use a demoralize action. I'm going to yell, "You've already failed. You can't do anything here. Give up now." As I make an intimidate check. That is a 25 for intimidate, for demoralize.
Okay.
Do you need the DC?
Yes.
A
That
demoralize
is not
is
something I was prepared for.
15 plus 1.5 their CR. I got a 25.
Is it higher than a 7 CR?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, they are shaken for 1 round.
Okay.
And then, so that's a -2 to their skill check, attack rolls, and saving throws. Spellcasters, -2 to saving throws. And then, that's my move action because I have improved Moralize. So then, as my standard action, I am going to use Ultraviolet Pulse. So those lights that were flashing before, they get more intense and they exceed the visible spectrum, and they just shine in this nasty pulse on Goodall. And you get
Okay.
no save. You take another -1 to all your saving throws for 1 round, or until I leave my energy mode, whichever is longer. So just a -1 to your saving throws.
Okay. So -2 to
And-
attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks, -3 to saves.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Which brings us back to Goodall. And you are still within 10 feet. Which means he knows exactly where you are. And
That's not
is
ominous
going
at all.
to... What? No. You see the ooze on him reform a little bit, bulking up the upper portion of his body as he moves to bull rush you.
Does
I
a
am
bull rush
going-
require?
10 feet of movement. I
Yeah.
think.
It requires 10 feet of movement, and I think
Does
nothing can be
it?
in your way, which I might argue Black Scale is in the way.
That's fair. All right. then
Sorry,
we're
I
going
use full
for-
rush all the time, so I'm like, I'm
That's
fairly
fair.
sure you're too close for it. My Solarian's
we're
favorite
gonna-
trick.
Okay. Then he is going to move close enough to attempt to throw you, Kai.
I do not consent.
Would that be affected by AC in general?
So it's going to be against KAC, right? It's
Okay. I am
CMD or
I'm gonna use my reaction to use bodyguard to give Kai a
Okay.
+2 to their AC.
Oh, nice. And then they've also got the -2 to their attack roll.
yeah.
Yeah, we're protecting Kai with everything we've got.
I am very grateful.
All right. So let me get all my numbers here.
Mathfinder.
All right. Mathfinder. That is a 21 to throw you, Kai.
To
I am
throw?
fine.
KC
Well,
+8?
Shove.
Oh, KAC
KAC
plus
+8.
8. No.
All right. Then you're not
For
going
combat
anywhere.
maneuvers?
Yep.
I do not
So
consent.
Goodall moves up and goes to throw you towards the
Then I'm-
janitorial closet.
And I bump them with my shield.
Nice.
I have no desire to be in the closet. Thank you.
And Mira, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move up another 30 feet. Alright, how far away am I now? Perfect. Alright. Mira is going to cast Predict Foe on this character. So I reach into the
Okay.
target's mind, extracting a sense of its immediate intentions. For the duration, which is concentration up to 1 round per level, I can warn a creature that the target intends to attack and give the creature concealment against that attack.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, so pretty much anybody that attacks Mira can predict it and grant you, and you get concealment against it.
Okay. Full intent is Goodall is going to drag Kai into the janitorial closet and use the chute
Oh,
to drop
that's,
down
not- that's
into
not
the
what it
trash
does.
compactor.
Yeah.
That's not what it does. What it does is it just lets me say, like, he's swinging with his left and let you dodge.
Oh.
It's-
I'm good with it. GM says, you know what his intentions are. He's not a very thinking creature, so it's not a matter of what limb he's going to use. That is his goal.
But, yeah, mechanically speaking, as long as I've got concentration on him, you get concealment against his attacks.
Okay.
Nice play.
Is that 20
Very
or
nice.
50?
Yeah, is that total or
what's the
partial concealment?
number?
It just says concealment.
50. That's 50.
Oh, that's going to change everything.
Okay. And Kai, it is your turn.
Get it,
Alright.
Kai.
He is immune to fire. He is immune to
Polymorph.
my polymorph. With this data, would I have extracted that he is perhaps, and I will do whatever I need to, is he immune to mind altering effects? Does he have enough of a mind to be altered?
He does have enough of a mind to be affected.
All right. Kai is again, shaking their head. They're going to do a 5-foot guarded step, just unfortunately towards the closet, but trying to get away, just out of range so they don't provoke. And they're going to cast. Also, he's grabbing at me, but I've also seen him attack with that scalpel mostly. Correct?
Yes, he also has a pistol on his hip.
Pistol and that. Okay. Then I am going to cast Incompetence. So he will need to make a will save, please.
Okay.
-3.
22.
Ugh.
This guy is high as fuck.
I don't like him.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
going to shake their head, look over, and say, "Please help." And that's all I got.
Kai, next time, don't get so far from me. Like, that would be a good idea.
I was right beside you.
Yeah, before.
We're 2 squares from each other. I have not gone far.
Yeah, but remember that the ooze goes through the big vent in the hole behind you.
He's trying to throw me into the janitorial closet. Like, it's cool.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. Yarlin from down the hall.
From downtown. Thank you.
Got this.
32.
Yep.
All right. One more time. The shot going down the range.
Oh.
18 against flat-footed. EAC.
18 against flat-footed with his current deductions does hit.
All right. And I just want to apologize in advance, Matt.
No, you're not sorry. Don't lie to me.
I'm not sorry, Adar. That's 36
I'm
points of
certainly
damage.
not sorry.
Hell.
Immune
Sorry,
to all
sorry.
my stuff.
How?
Get him, Yarlin.
That is 36 points of damage plus 6 from weapon specialization for 42 points of damage.
Yes.
Oh
All right,
my
hang on.
gosh.
Yarlin's the only
And if
one
he
that
can
Damn
bleed,
cast
I can kill it.
fireball at Matt.
Yeah, please, Chad. Cast fireball.
Leave Kai alone!
Bam!
All right, minus an additional 6.
Yes. And he
So-
will be bleeding.
All of you see Goodall goes from pretty okay to royally fucked
Busted.
really fast.
Looks like
Somehow
the
I am
T-1000.
not sympathetic.
Just blowing a hole through the... Yeah.
Frickin'
Yeah,
Mighty
just
Mouse
like an
over here.
absolute hole in the ooze. As Black Scale, it is your turn. 42 points of damage.
Okay. So I'm gonna get closer to Kai to protect them. And I'm gonna try to attack it. Let's see
Okay.
how it goes. Oh, did the thing roll? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That's a 23, I think.
Oh,
That's a hit.
sorry. Okay.
Oh, sorry,
just so you know,
27.
I also have debilitating shot, so it's flat-footed to everyone until the end of my turn.
Yeah, okay. Love you too, Cam.
Yep.
27 is something. Roll thing. My cat stole my D6, which is the only ooh, nice. So it's 21 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, Najra, how do you take out Goodall?
Oh,
Yes!
I'm just gonna take my claw and kind of shove it under his jaw and lift it and throw it back to the floor.
Brutal.
And as you do, he slumps to the ground, and you see the sections of ooze start to reform and then fall apart as you sever the brainstem. They have no connection to intelligence to reintegrate their cells.
These things
Are you
hard
okay,
to
Kai?
kill.
This is unpleasant and frustrating. He's got like a name badge or some kind of identification on his.
He's got
person.
the medical officer's bars and his name tag.
Kai is going to take the name tag, so long as it's not like the part that's been integrated into the goop, and pull out a bit of wire and tie it into like a little necklace, and then walk up to Yarlin and be like, "This is for you," and put it around his neck.
Thanks. I think.
It is as close to a trophy as I can create.
Is anybody injured?
I think.
Just my pride.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're
can I-
probably the worst of it.
I want to look everyone over and just make sure there's not any goo or slime on us.
I did get
Any
hit
kind of-
once.
Yeah, medical check on all of us to just life science and I could do to see if we're potentially infected.
Well, I mean, thanks to Life Bubble, you are immune to the effects of the mercury.
Nice.
So you are hurt, but not infected.
I have to be the responsible player and point out that I do not have life bubble.
Were you injured by Goodall?
No, but I was
Okay.
just.
Nope.
I'm just making sure. Gonna be
Yep,
honest.
you're
here.
good. I'm gonna write that down though.
I cast it at level 4 so I could put it on 4 people, so it went on my organics.
That's fair. So you do manage to kill Goodall.
We're gonna head back in, everyone.
Through the power of friendship and high-powered rifles.
Friendship
Somebody
and
asked-
high-powered rifles.
Yeah.
Somebody asked how, and it's because of operatives being just an absolutely silly class. My sniper rifle does 3d10, my sneak attack equivalent does 3d8, and my sniper archetype does 2d6.
Doesn't the sniper replace the trick attack?
No.
Silliness.
Press X to doubt, but
Okay.
we can
I
deal
will
with it
double
later.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start pushing everyone in. Like I'm the last one to go in. And push everyone into medbay.
Yeah, we are still in combat mode, so I cannot move.
Oh, yep, my bad.
No worries. I was like, did I break it? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Oh, you're right. It does replace it. Okay. Then why would I bother?
Everyone inside. Because normally you can't do trick attack with sniper rifles.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah. Everyone in. Let's lock the door. Let's take a break and organize our ideas.
First thing, perhaps first, has Olden managed to secure this place, block off any vents? How is this looking? I would like to turn my judgmental android eye upon his fleshy human work.
As you turn your judgmental eye, you see that Olin has secured the space, the vent is electrified, the doors are electrified, the door to the morgue is completely shut off because if he will explain that it has unmitigated access that he cannot protect, so all he can do is seal the door to prevent additional access. He manages to add an additional life charge to one of the pods, and then points up to the decontamination bay and says, I do not believe she is intended to be like that.
We are securing her there, with her permission, until we are able to find a cure.
And Olin will walk over, and you see Namasha's body on the floor of the decontamination chamber. And that's where we're going to see everybody in 2 weeks!
No!
So, as a reminder,
I knew
next
it was
weekend...
going to be a cliffhanger, and I'm still angry about it.
Yeah, but I didn't expect that one. No, why? What? You see, I should have pressed the button.
Memorial Day here. Yeah, you could have pressed the button.
I should have.
She had jokes for it. Next weekend is Memorial Day, so we will be taking Monday off of stream. We will be back on Monday, June 5th. I can't believe I just said the word June. That's getting to me a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on Monday, June 5th at 7:30. And if folks would like to go around the room and introduce themselves, starting with Abby.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby. You can find me on Twitter at AbhorrentAbby. You can also find me for my professional GMing at startplaying.games/GM/AbbyGames.
And Cam.
My name's Cam. You can find me on podcast form on Uncharted North, and you can find me on Twitch at Full Round Action Gaming.
You keep adding stuff I don't have in there.
I know.
Killing me, Cam.
I'm a menace.
You are, in fact, a menace. And Kay.
Hi, I'm Kay Damphir, Chaotic Wholesome Presents in chat. I just did the math and realized I've agreed to be on or run 19 different games, so ask me anything, don't be like me. You can mostly find me at Chaotic Wholesome Presents, doing Pokemon or the table talk shows on Tuesdays. But find me on Twitter at KDamnFear, and yeah, I get up to too much, so come along for the ride. It's almost Pride Month, and I always get to do something fun on Pride, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yay!
Yes, and also, go watch the clip of Kay hatching a shiny. It's hilarious, and her face goes through so many motions.
I was literally like, here's all the bad things about me, which are, you know, not correctly 50s American, so I could never run for office because everyone will think I'm a monster because I don't like these things. It's a shiny.
It was fantastic. All right, Leslie.
I'm Leslie, and I am mostly found on the Emergency Power Podcast. You can check that out over at emergencypowerpodcast.com. I'm also on Mastodon. You can find me at EPN_Leslie at dice.camp. For the remainder of June, in addition to here, you can find me on the Greatest Guardians Gaming Network on Twitch, and we're playing some Avatar Legends. There's only a couple of episodes left in that, but it's a really good time. You should definitely check that out. And yeah, that's me.
And of course, Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra from Najra Creations. You can find me as Najra Creations on most social media. I'm a professional cosmaker. So if you're looking for anything for Ren Fair, LARP, or cosplay, shoot me a message.
Nice. And as always, I am Matt, the voice in the sky that you can't see my face this time. I am the creative director and lead GM here at MimicsNMisfits, putting together all sorts of mayhem and maybe a frog pirate cosplay.
Let's go.
Like, if you're going to Tuxedo Ren Fair, let's talk. We'll meet up. I'm going to be a frog. A gentleman frog.
Yay.
Most important. For now, though, we are going to go on a raid. As soon as I see who's playing what where, we are going to go
Hold on,
a
I want
raid
to throw another fireball
Tales.
at you. Oh, I can't.
I mean,
And
all
also,
right.
check out the Emergency Power Podcast Twitter, where you can get your own free
Yes.
trading card.
Yes!
Woo!
If somebody
By
wants to toss
Solarian,
a
who
link
is
to that in
judging
chat.
Lati so hard.
These weapons.
It is a gift
It's all
from the
weapons.
universe. Do not badmouth them.
They're all right, I guess.
She chose
The shiny
to
stabby
show
sword.
Respect.
Alright, so we're going to go on a raid to Tales from the Table Studios, run by Lion. They are currently playing an SCP-inspired tabletop game. So check that out, especially if you love weird, freaky artifacts that do random things. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you to the players for coming to play. It would not be possible without all of you here. And we'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
Hey, Kay, I have a game idea for you. Want to join?